Okay, shopaholics, we're gonna do something just a little bit differently today. I have a bone I need to pick. Okay. So go ahead and get you some tea and put that little brown stuff in there if you need to. I know I am. Susie, 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 Susie. Product reviews coming to you. Ow! Hello, shopaholics, and welcome. I am Susie-Q. And today we're going to do something just a little bit differently because I have a little story I need to tell. So we family, right? We can talk. About 2 months ago, I had a little stomach issue. So I went to my primary care provider. I hope you all have a primary care provider. If not, you need to get you one because they do come in handy. I made an appointment with my primary care provider and told her I had a little stomach issue. Guys, if you ever have any stomach issues, you don't wait till the last minute. You go on down there and get yourself checked out. I went to my appointment and she scheduled a consultation. She scheduled a consultation with a gastroenterologist. So I went down there and I had an appointment and talked to the gastroenterologist, and she told me that I needed to run maybe 2 tests. One was like one of those scope tests where they put the scope down your mouth, and the other was gonna be a CT scan. So I'm like, cool, go ahead and take my test, get all ready, because I want to make sure I'm good. I don't like scopes or probes or anything that pokes into your skin, goes through your mouth, up your nose, up your butt. Went to my appointment. Not only did they put the scope down my mouth, I had to do one of those, what you call it, where they stick the needle in your arm. Oh, what is that called? An IV. I don't like IVs. Ugh. It's not that I don't like IVs. It's because that the people that are doing the IVs, they really don't know what they're doing. I done had so many IVs, I believe I could do it myself. I get poked 3, 4, 5 times before they get that IV going. What's the problem? My husband say they do me like that because I have a resting bitch face, but I don't think that's true. I think it's because I'm pretty. But anywho, I digress. And then she said I had to have a CT scan. Now, CT scan, I'm like, cool, I get to lay on the little table and listen to the little noise and take a little nap. I get to my CT scan, y'all, and they say they had to do that. What's that needle in your arm again? IV. They had to put one of them little IV things in my arm because they had to put this dye in my veins or something like that, some kind of dye so they can take pictures or something. Right then and there, I knew I wasn't gonna like that because, for one, it's not that I'm scared of IVs. I'm scared of the person that's gives the IV because more than likely they don't know what they're doing. Technically, I know how to do IVs. I'm not gonna tell you how I know how to do IVs, but I know how to do all kind of IVs. Anywho, just as I was about to doze off, he said he was done. Like, really? I was just about to meditate, think about what I needed to do, maybe go do a little shopping. Anywho, so this brings me to my bone I have to pick. About 2 weeks after I did that endoscope type ordeal, she calls me and tells me that I need to come in for my results. I said, cool. You have to understand that every time you go and do an office visit, there's a copay. It's $37. And also, I need to let you guys know that she ain't right down the road. She's about a 30-minute drive from my house. Yeah, she is. All the way on the other side of town. So anyway, I went to my appointment, paid my $37 copay. And the first thing you do when you go in there, they're going to take your weight and they're going to do your blood pressure. So I did all that and I sat down. She came in there and she said, I took a look at your endoscope and I don't see anything. I don't know where your problem could be coming from because I don't see anything there. We're just going to have to wait for your CT scan. I said, okay. So she said, well, the only thing I can suggest is you need to lose a little bit of weight. Now, when she said that, I was thinking, okay, a little bit of weight. Is she talking about a little bit of 2 pounds, a little bit of 10 pounds? She never really did say. So I took into my mind, okay, I'm going to lose a little bit of weight. I left that appointment and went on about my business. About 3 weeks ago, I get a phone call from the doctor's office saying I need to come in to get my results from a CT scan. So I got a little nervous. I'm like, oh man, this must be for real. They calling me 3 weeks out. Make sure you verify your appointment. Make sure you're 15 minutes prior. Oh yeah, and don't forget that credit card for that $37 copay. Another $37 copay. And I'm thinking, where they do that at? She just saw me in the office, 2 weeks ago? So I got ready. I got up early and my appointment was at 9 o'clock. Mind you, it's 30-minute drive. So I got up early because, of course, around that time, everybody be going to work. Got up early, took my shower, make sure I'm nice and fresh. Get there 15 minutes prior, get in there and give them a $37 copay. And what's the first thing they do? They take my weight, my blood pressure. Anyway, I go sat in the office and she come in there, she sit down, she bring her little computer and she asked me how I was doing. I'm like, I'm cool. I feel fine. Just kind of bracing myself, taking some really deep breaths, like, whatever is in store for you, you can handle it. That's what I was thinking. Wasn't thinking negative. I was just trying to pump myself up, saying, whatever it is, I was going to get right on through it. Would have brought my husband, but he's busy doing his own thing right now. But that's another story. But anywho, I'm sat in there. She come on in. Little thin lady. Couldn't, I don't know. She probably weighed about 110 pounds in a spacesuit. And I'm talking about with all the gear on. Anyway, she sits down and she's looking through her notes. And then she's going to ask me what I'm doing there. And I'm thinking, am I being punked? What does she mean? What am I doing here? You called me 3 weeks ago and said I had an appointment at 9 o'clock in the morning. Make sure you're there 15 minutes prior. Oh yeah, don't forget that credit card. She sure did. She asked me what I was doing there. So I took a deep breath, y'all. I had to breathe. And I tried to run those words my husband always say. When you get upset, just take your deep breaths and put a big, pretty smile on your face and just answer the question. So I took my deep breath, put a smile on my face, and I said, well, I'm here because you guys called me about 3 weeks ago and said I had an appointment about 9 o'clock. You told me to make sure I'm here 15 minutes prior. Oh, yeah, and you also told me to bring my credit card for that $37 copay. Yeah, you did. So she goes, well, is it for your CT scan? I'm like, yes, ma'am. It's for my CT scan. I just saw you about 2 weeks ago for that little scopy thing. You don't remember me? I know I'm rememberable, but anywho, she started looking through her thing and then she looked up at me and you know what that heifer said? She had the nerve to ask me, did I have the report? Excuse me? I'm like, no, ma'am. In the back of my head, I'm thinking, now why would I have this report? They don't send reports to your house. Normally when you take a test, they send that information to the doctor that requested it. So why in the hell of beans would I have my report? I sat there and I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, this ain't right. So I tried to keep my smile on my face. I tried to be real polite, little deep breaths. I says, no, ma'am, normally when I take tests, they normally send it straight to the doctor. Why would you schedule me an appointment and you don't even have the results? I already paid my $37 copay. So I know I'm getting a refund back, correct? Ain't that what y'all would think? That you're going to get a refund back? Because I get in that office, it took my weight, took my blood pressure, sat in there for 10 minutes, and she came in there and asked me, did I have the report? No, ma'am, I don't. So I sat there with the smile on my face, and I sat there and started fidgeting my feet and started fidgeting my fingers, and I was like, stay calm. It's only $37 and a 30-minute drive. Yeah, I got up at 7 o'clock this morning and to get out there and all that traffic just to come to an office visit that you badgered me for 3 weeks to make sure that I'm there on time, 15 minutes prior. Oh yeah, don't forget that credit card, that copay of $37 to sit in here for you to insult me about my weight. So as I'm sitting there, she said, well, I'll tell you what. You go on and get that report from the imaging center where you took your CT scan and just go ahead and fax it to me. And you don't have to come back out here. I'll just call you on the phone. Now, about this time, I am pissed. Oh, yes. Smoke is coming out of my ears. I still got that pretty smile on my face. And I said, okay. She said, before you go, though, I want to talk to you about your weight. And I'm thinking, She said, you still need to lose a little bit more weight. And I'm thinking, well, you told me to lose a little bit of weight when I was here the first time. And if I do remember, I'm 2 pounds lighter than the last time. So didn't I, in fact, lose a little bit of weight? Next time, that little heifer may need to be a little bit more specific in what she wanted, because she said you lose a little bit of weight. I lost 2 pounds. That's a little bit of weight. But I digress. So I get in my car, and all I can think in my head was, you need to lose a little bit of weight. Heifer, I know I need to lose a little bit of weight. I see myself every day. My husband reminds me I need to lose a little bit of weight. So I get in my car, and you guys know what I did? I pulled up the app and looked for a breakfast spot. Somewhere I can go get a big old breakfast. Like an omelet and some pancakes and some waffles and some chicken. This heifer got me up at 7 o'clock in the morning, taking a shower, getting all ready for her. Drove 30 minutes out to her office. 15 minutes prior, $37 copay for her to tell me she don't even have the report and that I'm fat. Yeah, I'm going to eat. So I sat there, and as I calmed down, I said, okay, no, that's not the way to go. Go on home. So I get in my car, and I'm heading on to the house. And before I know it, I heard this voice say, ma'am, may I take your order? I was at McDonald's, and I'm thinking, how did I get here? I said, I just go ahead and get a little frappe with no whipped cream, of course. You know what that little heifer did when I got to the window? They gave me a complimentary cookie. The devil will do it. He sure would. He was in that window, knowing that little heifer earlier just told me I had to lose a little bit of weight, and I just want to get me a little frappe, and they hand me a complimentary cookie. I didn't ask for that cookie. I don't even eat cookies. But I ate the cookie, y'all. I sure did, because I was a little upset. And you know, when you're upset, you either shop, and I got a shopping addiction, or you eat. So I ate that cookie and drank my frappe with no whipped cream, and I drove home. My husband asked what they say. So I took a deep breath, and I put that pretty little smile on my face. And I took a deep breath, and I put that little smile on my face again. And I said, I paid $37 for that skinny ass heifer to say I need to lose a little bit of weight. Where'd he do that at?